E aí pessoal, beleza? Bom, hoje tô aqui para mais um vídeo da série de Genshin Impact, né? Calma aí, vamos continuar, né? Se você quiser ver essa série desde o início, eu vou deixar um card aqui em cima. E se puder, se inscrever no canal e ativar o sininho, ajuda demais, beleza? Bom, no vídeo de ontem vocês viram aí, loucura, final da batalha, e eu fiquei parado bem aqui, né? Não joguei ontem, só para não sair daqui e continuar a missão, tá bom? Então, ó, salve aí, Oliver, é nóis. Vamos seguir a missão então. Temos aqui, ó, arco-íris destinado às chamas, um combustível chamado Destino. O principal, né, é o Fale com a Vuika, mas eu vou falar com outros primeiro, a verdade é essa. E tem um texto ali para ler também, né? A ameaça Natla continua sem ser resolvida, pois a maré abissal que você esmagou foi apenas um reflexo que emergiu do reino da noite. Mesmo assim, mais crises aguardam, tristeza, solidão e morte. O jogo falou na missão que a Arconte sozinha vai lá para as profundezas acabar com isso tudo, né? Vamos ver. Katina.
You did a great job, Kachina. Oh, you're much more confident now. Seems like winning the pilgrimage gave you a real boost.
Eu só achei que devia fazer minha parte.
I spoke to your mom and dad. They were singing your praises. They said the world's your oyster now.
How are things at the People of the Springs base?
There are some casualties, but the overall mood is very positive. I reckon they'll start rebuilding pretty soon.
Same situation for the Children of Echoes.
Mesmo assim, é tão triste que algumas pessoas não puderam ser salvas. Quero realizar uma vigília à luz de velas por eles.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it together.
Let's hope that their sacrifice marks the beginning of a new age for Natlan. An age of unprecedented peace.
Tá aí. Temos aqui também. Vamos ver. Kirit, você é o maldito sortudo. Não sei como você ainda tá vivo. Estou num clima de tolerância zero no momento. Para de ser tão irreverente. As duas palavras fariam sentido com ele falando, hein?
Unless you want to get punched in the face.
What is it with you, Ahau? Why are you so incapable of being nice?
Que maravilha, uma mera vitória e tudo subiu a cabeça de vocês. Vocês seriam só um bolo de carne se não fosse pelos atos heróicos do poderoso dragão soberano Karula Rao. Tudo bem. Crédito a quem merece. Aqui um monte de uvas por seus problemas. Não me trate como se fosse um papagaio. Como estão os descendentes das copas e o coletivo da fartura? Os mensageiros foram os piores afetados. Acredito que haverá atrasos em todas as entregas em Natlan. Felizmente, muitas pessoas disseram estar dispostas a ajudar como trabalhadores de meio período. Isso deve aliviar a situação.
The Collective of Plenty was the furthest from the Abyss's entry point, so they didn't have as many monsters to deal with. From what I hear, they got off, but it might have been a different story if Chaska hadn't gotten there when she did.
That's good to hear. All's well that ends well.
Quem diria, essas uvas são uma delícia. Servo, mais um cacho de uvas imediatamente. Beleza, louro. Papagaio, verdade é essa. Vamos aqui, ó. Ih, rapaz. E aí, cara, agora que você ajudou, né? É que não acabou ainda, né? Tem a questão lá, porque a gente só, digamos, fizemos eles recuarem, digamos assim. A gente tem que acabar com eles agora, que foi o que a Arconte falou. Tem que acabar com o abismo de vez. Ela falou lá no vídeo que ela sozinha vai nas profundezas acabar com o abismo, né? Vamos ver o que ela vai falar aqui.
I must congratulate you on your efforts during this war. I'm told you have proven yourself to be an outstanding adventurer and warrior.
É nóis, cara.
You remind me of the princess. The similarities in your approach are striking, especially when you told me you wanted to win. I hope you will see her soon.
Valeu.
Hey, Auroron! How are the Masters of the Nightwind doing?
Granny Sealolly's been there the whole time, and she's a tough one. I'm sure there'll be some patching up to do, though. That's a job for the young folks. I should probably head back, so
Do you need support from the Fatui?
probably not. There are a lot of older folks in our tribe, and I suspect they would find your comrade's presence a little distressing.
Right, because often they look like a bunch of intimidating thugs.
Well, also in my tribe, excessive use of elemental energy is bad for your eyes.
Oh, right. Okay.
Tá aí. Te posso falar mais se eu quiser?
I'm still somewhat in disbelief that a united people prevailed against the Abyss.
Do I sense some regret in your words?
A degree of regret is inevitable. But above all, I feel profound.
Bom. Fia. Deu certo aí por enquanto, hein?
Welcome.
You seem a little out of sorts. Are you just...
I guess I am. You know, when I was up there in the sky, I could see all. If only I'd been quicker. Maybe they wouldn't have... I'm sorry. Now is not the time for that.
Não, mas aí, ó.
Fruit juice.
É que eu falei ontem, no final do vídeo, se a irmã daquela garota lá não tivesse morrido, ela não teria conseguido virar heroína, porque ela não teria suportado uma grande dor. É por isso que ela virou a sexta heroína, entendeu? Então é triste que ela tenha morrido, mas morreu e salvou a nação, né?
Make it a large?
Pelo menos acabou agora.
True. My 500-year plan has almost come to fruition, namely my final battle against the Abyss. But battle is second nature to me, so I'm not feeling a huge...
It was so awesome. The way you exploded that thing in the sky with one almighty punch. Are you always gonna have that kind of...
Oh, that was the Divine Throne unleashing my full potential. And it was only temporary. I can't wield that power for... Likewise, the amplified power of the Ode of Resurrection was also temporary. From now on, it's back to ancient name-bearers only.
Acho que a guerra está encerrada pelo futuro próximo.
Correct. We dealt the Abyss a critical blow. So for the time being, it's too weak to sustain regular invasion. I hope the people will be able to enjoy this period of peace. Or rather, assuming all goes to plan, we've had centuries of war with the Abyss, and it's high time we brought that chapter to a close. Anyway, there's something I've been wondering about. I know you've been at the center of some major events in other nations too, and fought many powerful foes.
Exatamente.
In this war, you were in the thick of it once again, dashing around tirelessly, supporting the fighting on all fronts. So tell me, what drives you to do this as a mere traveler passing through? Why risk life and limb for a cause that's not your own?
Para eu poder olhar de volta para a minha jornada com a consciência limpa, eu não posso virar a cara para a injustiça, porque Paimon odeia ver a gente sofrer. Olha, eu vou na segunda. Eu posso virar a cara para a injustiça.
You know, it's that mindset that distinguishes the heroes in every story. They're the natural What I'm really trying to say is, I would love for you, with your extraordinary talent and your sense of justice, to join me in this final step.
Que convite, hein?
You and I together, finally putting an end to the ever-looming threat of the Abyss.
Eu vou, hein? É lá que eu vou, hein?
But I also don't want to take advantage of your good nature and readiness to help others. The final battle will be very dangerous.
Eu vou.
And you have the... I'm sure you must be weary. Sleep well tonight. Let's talk again tomorrow in this... I'll give
Tá
you
bom.
more details on the final battle, and then... I hope...
Eu vou, não me preocupa não.
My mind is still flooded with scenes from the war. Maybe I need another drink.
Bom, continue conversando ou volte para o quarto. Tá, posso simplesmente conversar mais, né? Vou conversar com quem? Poderia falar com ela de novo, mas pra mim tá de boa. Bora. Como é que é? É aqui mesmo? Vamos ver. Pô, ela convidou nós pra ir na batalha final, rapaz. Eu vou, hein? Já estamos aqui mesmo? Eu não entro no jogo tem 2 dias. Que eu terminei a missão, né? Gravei 2 vídeos num dia só. Oi, gente. Oi, gente. Não entendendo não? O que é isso? Ah, é ali, ó. Vamos usar a mula, né? Vamos lá. Dormir. Procure por Mavuika. Peraí, a câmera de discussão é aqui. Então já vou pegar esse teleporte que é mais rápido. E até perguntar se a gente vai querer ir, eu vou falar que sim, a verdade é essa. Vai ser já agora, será? Será que ela não vai ter um tempinho pra descansar, não? Vai ali.
Hey, traveler, Paimon. There you are. I've been.
Oh, hey, Sweet Lolly! What's up?
Doidona.
Listen up. I have something really important to tell you.
Rapidamente explica.
Are you serious?
Então Mavuika ainda tem que morrer. Isso aqui a gente já sabia.
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only I had thought that the Ruler of Death might have a change of heart after seeing the people of Natlan come together and fight so bravely. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that I had to know your thoughts. I want to save her, but I can't do it
Verei o
alone.
que posso fazer.
Okay, good. Thank you for standing up for us. There's clearly something special about you, so... Oh, and please don't breathe a word of this to Mawika. I'm sure she's well aware of the cost of using the Divine Throne's power. But if she finds out that anyone else knows, it could ruin our
Got it. Mum's the...
Alright, that was the last major item on my to-do list. Now, since I've come all this way...
Go easy, though.
Don't worry, I said a drink. That means
Mentira. Tá, então ela pode ser salva ainda. É que a gente viu essa história aí, essa... A gente descobriu.
All right, you little munchkin. If you keep pestering me, I'm gonna have to get serious.
A gente descobriu que a Mavuika ia morrer lá naquela parte que é a Citali e a Shilonen tá falando que é aquela entidade, não é isso? Foi lá que a gente descobriu. Nosso personagem só descobriu agora, né? Porque ou ele teve uma visão daquilo, alguma coisa, né? Mas a Citali e a Shilonen foram lá conversar com aquela entidade lá, né? E a entidade falou do sacrifício. Então, a gente já sabia desse sacrifício. Só que a Arconte não sabe que a gente sabe, né? Quem é esse cara?
I get 100 kids a day telling me they want to be the next Pyro Archon. Why should I train you? Nagging isn't going to accomplish anything. No one can predict the future, and unless you have some exceptional jaw-dropping talent I'm unaware of...
I can shoot those cornflakes in your kitchen from right here.
Don't be ridiculous. You couldn't make that shot from all the way over here? Wait, hold on, you could hurt someone. Well, I'll be. You made the shot. The science of the canopy raised him tough. That's some real skill you got there, little lady. Maybe you really will be Pyro Archon one.
Continue sua jornada.
See this? I'm the first one of us to get an ancient name. And it's not just any ancient name, but Mollypo.
Olha só.
If you ask me nicely, there's still time to join my team for the pilgrimage, you know. No need to scowl. You lost and I won. It's no big deal. You want me to be happy?
I'll get my own ancient name soon enough. And it'll be an even better one than yours.
Oh, really? Well, good luck with that. What age? Unless... Surely you don't mean Kiangozi?
Eu acho que ela vai morrer mesmo, hein? O jogo tá mostrando toda a trajetória dela.
That was fantastic. I can't believe I beat you in a wrestling match for a... Can't be more than a few days now until you're officially made the Pyro Archon. Imagine me trying to schedule a wrestling... Excuse me, Pyro Archon, but would you be able to take a day off from running the nation to wrestle with me? I heard that the Pyro Archon inherits the knowledge stored in the Sacred Flame. And apparently it can change your personality.
Worried that you won't be able to beat me in a wrestling match anymore?
Why would I be worried about that? Never mind. Clearly I'm just overthinking things. Why would you forget about me just because of some new job? Even if that job happens to be art.
After the darkness will come the dawn.
O nome do cara é Quiz.
No one fights alone.
For Natlan!
Look at the sky! It's getting brighter at last!
We walk the righteous path, and the Pyro Archon will guide us.
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. I have done what is required of me. The rules are now written into the Night Kingdom, and this will help you to stand against the Abyss.
It is still not enough. All this can do is give my people courage. It will not see us through a true catastrophe. If you are to make the Natlanese alone bear the consequences of a broken world, you will have to bring more to the bar.
You are the greediest human I have ever met, and the fiercest negotiator. No other. My domain is death, and its power comes at a great price. The quest...
I need that power. Only a hero can truly wield it, and heroes are not afraid of...
No. A fear of death is ingrained in all living things. If the wielder of this power cannot conquer their fear, countless innocent lives will be claimed in their stead. For only then can the price be... Those are the rules.
Mine is a nation that will not yield to the Abyss. And it will certainly not yield to your rules. As their culture and civilization is transmitted through the generations and their faith grows, the people will go from strength to strength and reach heights that even I cannot dream of.
Very well. I shall agree to help you. But I am merely a shade, and I do not have as much freedom.
Then what do you propose?
Keep this a secret. If I am questioned about it, I will deny all involvement, And
That will not be a problem. Thank you. I am glad we could reach an agreement.
Eu acho que eu dar ruim pra ela mesmo.
Come in. As you know, I've asked you to come here to discuss the task of wiping out the Abyss. Oh, but first, any progress on the ancient name?
Recebi o presente da Dama da Noite. Foi aquele tipo pergaminho, né, que escreve a nossa história.
I'm surprised she was willing to help you. And by extension...
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the whole point of the ancient names for winning that huge battle? Why would the Traveler still need one by this point?
Porque ela quer que eu vá com ela para a batalha final.
That's right. The Abyss has retreated to the depths of the Night Kingdom, a place that has long since been corrupted by abyssal energy. If we don't finish them off and restore the ley lines, the threat they pose to Natlan will remain. The battle we fought yesterday, we may one day have to fight again. This is the fate Natlan has always been resigned to. For thousands of years, we have struggled on the brink of a looming darkness, but this time, I want to break the cycle and free us from this fate for good. With the sacred flame, I can protect myself from the abyssal corruption, but beyond that, you are the only other person who can resist it. If your ancient name can't be forged, I will go alone. But if it can, I'd really love your help.
A Roda da Ressurreição está funcionando de novo?
Not completely. After all, the Night Kingdom is still plagued by abyssal corrupt, but when I used the power of the Divine Throne, it dispelled a lot of that corruption. Plus, your ancient name is a special case, so the Lord of the Night will take... In short, the Ode of Resurrection still has a number of limitations, but I can promise that it will work reliably on you.
Então eu vou.
Whoa. Are we forgetting something here? What about Paimon? What's her place in all this?
Você vai precisar ficar para trás.
What? You mean we'll be separated?
The Abyss is extremely devious. If you two go there together, you can bet they'll make Paimon their primary target just to put us in a...
Paimon wasn't that worried, but now she's petrified. What will you do without me?
Vou ficar uma bagunça, mas por pouco tempo.
Okay, well, Paimon needs to think about this because you're really asking a lot of her, but...
I greatly appreciate it. Everyone in Natlan knows how important this final battle is. You will be remembered and revered long into the future, until the... If you have any other question.
Vou fazer com certeza. Pode ter certeza.
As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
Sobre a situação após a guerra.
The work of rebuilding is underway, and people are flocking to join the effort. With everyone rallying together, I'm sure it won't be long before there's no trace left of the damage done by this war. The healing process, on the other hand, that's a bigger obstacle to overcome. Many are grieving, and as the sun rises once more and we rediscover the ability to believe in the future, we must never forget their sacrifice. As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
Sobre o céu falso e os fragmentos estranhos. Isso aqui foi o que eu vi, ó. Depois que ela atacou, né? Parecia uma fenda lá no céu. Tá lá no vídeo ontem.
False sky. I have heard this expression before, but I think this was the first proof. I think there's a lot of investigating to be done to understand what the fragments behind the sky are and why they were hidden in the first place. However, from what the Adventurers Guild tells me, neither the split sky phenomenon nor the fragments have ever been My guess is that the Heavenly Principles wants them kept a secret. I just hope that...
Oh, you should be fine. We did something much crazier back in Fontaine and we're still here.
Uma loucura.
Well, that's good to know. Anyway, the line I'm going with for the masses is astronomical anomaly. Meanwhile, we can look into it at our own pace. As I've said, if you have any other questions,
Eu acho que eu vi
please
aquele
ask
trem.
away.
Aquele céu lá no início do jogo, não? Na cutscene que tá eu e minha irmã lá na luta. Não lembro se vi lá não. Mas me lembrou aquilo lá. Não sei porquê. Sobre os antigos 6 heróis.
That wasn't their souls we saw, but a snapshot of them in time. All the work of the ancient name engravers 500 years ago, who made some special modifications to their name. Their souls returned to the Night Kingdom long ago, and will have been reborn in Natlan since, albeit in a different form. For all we know, they may have already lived, and so, even though we will never meet again, they will always be by our side. I think that gives another layer of meaning to the phrase "no one fights alone." As I've said, if you have any other questions,
Sobre
please ask
Capitano.
away. We have a temporary alliance, but I can tell that saving Natlan.
Yeah, Paimon still doesn't get why saving Natlan would be so important to him in the first place. Unless he's just a good guy who wants to avoid another Khaenri'ah. But somehow Paimon...
I wouldn't worry too much. Based on all the interactions we've had with him and knowing more about his background, I have a lot of respect for him. Now, we should focus. As I've said, if you have any other questions...
Bora. Eu acho que o jogo... Será que o jogo já tem a missão final no jogo? Acho que não. Que isso? Ele foi falar com a Dama da Noite, o forasteiro com laços profundos. Tá.
The power that the Pyro Archon used to strike back at the Abyss came from the Ruler of Death. From what I know of her rules,
Exatamente.
she will demand death in return.
How do you know this? I see. So, the Ruler of Death sent you on your...
Natlan still has a final battle to fight, and I too have a final foe to face. For the sake of those countless lost souls, and a hope for Natlan's future, I need...
Será que ele que vai ser sacrificado no final? Vamos ver. Com calma. O jogo acho que nem tem a missão final ainda nos arquivos, né? Ainda vai lançar, não sei. Ato 4 concluído. E quem está aqui? Ah, esse aqui é o que fizeram para o pessoal que morreu, né? Que o Aobi, né, lhe conceda paz. O que se segue é uma lista de nomes dos falecidos, escrita por aqueles que lamentam. Você reconhece muitos nomes. Vishamba morreu? A garota lá, né? Rapaz. Damos nosso agradecimento pelo presente de sua vida. Esperamos ansiosamente encontrar vocês novamente. Aí. Bom. Perdemos muita gente. Mas não perdemos tudo, né? É não, bicho esquisito. Primeiro, a gente vem aqui. Pega isso aqui. Pega isso aqui. Deixa eu ver o que tem aqui. Isso aqui é o que? Algum evento? Ah tá, vou resgatar que a gente concluiu a missão, né? Aí está. Que deve ter atualizado, né? Tá, isso aqui eu vou girar daqui a alguns dias. Então, beleza, o jogo, tá vendo? O jogo ainda não tem, né? Pelo que eu tô vendo, a missão de Arconte, que vai envolver aí esse confronto final, a Arconte e a gente. contra o abismo. Eu acho que o capitão vai estar no meio também, pelo que falou ali. Mas isso aí só... Eu não sei se o jogo já fez. Acho que não, porque se fizesse já estaria aqui. A não ser que eu precise fazer aquela missão antes. Mas eu acho que não é isso não. Acho que o jogo ainda vai lançar uma atualização no futuro, né? Com a missão de Arconte aí final. Mas tem uma missão pra fazer ainda. Temos essa daqui, ó. O personagem está envolvido em outra missão. Ué? Não, mas eu não quero saber disso não, filho. Quero fazer essa daqui. Foi? Então foi. Tá aí, ó. Eu acho que essa missão tem a ver com o meu nome antigo, não? Será que é aqui que eu vou ganhar o meu nome antigo? Vocês vêm, visitam. Vamos ver. Canto melodioso, né? Sussurros delicados como fios, Valfre dos ecos. A hora que vocês e Tazoli combinaram-se por cima. Vocês se preparam para fazer uma visita a ela para conferir o progresso da inscrição do cristal flamejante. Essa missão a gente fez o início dela há um tempo atrás, né? Só que o jogo não tinha lançado a parte. Não tinha lançado essa terceira parte. Essa terceira parte provavelmente, né, é a missão lendária da Xilonen. Então vamos começar a fazer hoje já.
It's been several days now. Wonder if Tlasoli has finished making the Blaze Gem inscriptions. Since Nechka's birthday is around the corner.
Perdi ele. Eu achei que ia começar agora.
Xilonen, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I can...
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Iknal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then. And pick...
Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Xilonen!
Ô, louco.
Oh, traveler, Paimon! We meet again. Oh, you two seem to be in good spirit. How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issues?
No.
Oh, good. It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle. Even though I've already turned it over to you, there are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues.
What are the chances that something like the...
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spiritway, I'd say.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
I found the Xilonen. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nichka's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit?
I've prepared a gift, and was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
Eu também gostaria de
Oh, yeah, I make these myself, and it's a lot of work. But if you like a set, I can make some time and...
Great! We often camp out in the wild, but a set of Shilonen's tools would make pitching a tent and starting a bonfire
Well, still, I won't be giving Nichka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of To Kill the Brave. The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago, but they should...
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at Tasoli's, I even brought Nichka... Wait. What did I bring her again? It must have been her favorite thing.
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but my inscription is...
Seu nome é tão longo assim?
No. I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Tasoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some wondrous power. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them, in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kinda like a wish granter. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
Pode ser bem embaraçoso.
Don't worry. We usually ask Tasoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique... With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will...
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have... Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer... But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement. Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change them, and I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd just be... Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Oh, well, I hope someone didn't give her an idea of making fewer and selling for more.
Sei exatamente a pessoa que faria isso.
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Tasoli to make some money by selling these. At least she and little Nechka are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them some... Huh? What was I planning to send to...
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory.
Right. Right. Please. What's going on? Maybe I should go...
So you'll be going to Nechka's birthday party too, Shilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's...
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tasoli too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so how did you get a chance to...
Você explica o encontro para Shilonen?
Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's really pulling out all the stops for her daughter.
Também queríamos conseguir presente, mas não fazemos ideia do que ela poderia gostar.
Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second. Our birthday gift's supposed to be a surprise. If we ask Nechka, then she'll know what gift we'll be getting her. And that would ruin the surprise.
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like? Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
Tem montão na minha bolsa.
But shouldn't we
Tem
give
muito
it a
livro
little
mesmo.
more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it. Shilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must...
Unfortunately, no. Nechka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes and we can each give her one.
Olha. Vamos perguntar pra ela.
Yeah, even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her something that would make... Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it for...
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually two versions of To Kill the Brave. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers, but after defeating the Demon Lord, the older brother, To Kill, discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Remok. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the Demon Lord, before jumping...
Cópia ligeiramente envelhecida de The Kill Valente. Tá aqui ele com coisa ruim. Quem quiser ler aí, ó. Basta pausar o vídeo, tá bom? Vou descer aos poucos. Que eu não vou ler isso tudo não. Que loucura, hein? The Kill. Aí.
I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Coatlicue, I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
E a outra versão da história?
The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was in the revised version, the brothers killed the Demon Lord together and both survived. According to the author, however, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies and the books were collected. The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book and have resorted to all sorts of promotions, and even now the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to... Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nichka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse.
Quiseram fazer uma versão final feliz do livro, ninguém comprou. E queriam a versão antiga. Né? E ela achou a versão antiga. Pra dar de presente.
I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nichka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old though, so please be gentle with it. Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some Chocobo.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
Você pode ler pra mim enquanto estivermos na estrada.
Okay, but you'll have to carry Paimon for a while. Once Paimon's done reading it herself, she'll read it out for you.
Let's get going. Tlasoli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
Tá aí. Canto melodioso. Tá ali a cópia e a cópia do livro antigo e a cópia da nova versão. Nova versão que foi um fracasso. Na verdade é essa. Seguinte. Eu queria hoje enfrentar aquele boss. Vai ser a primeira vez, vamos lá? Primeira vez que a gente vai enfrentar ele, porque ele é da nova atualização, né? Não enfrentei até hoje. Agora será a primeira vez. Se eu conseguir achar a entrada aqui, deixa eu ver. Deve estar aqui pra frente. Deve ter algum buraco aqui. Será que é esse aqui? Valeu, Dream. Muito obrigado, meu parceiro. Não, esse aqui é aquele lugar que a gente entrou. Os Fatui. Como é que eu desço aqui? Eu fui pra trás, mano. Burro, viu? Obrigadão aí, Dream. É nóis. Vamos na calma aqui. Tá aqui. Bora. Será que esse chefe é maneiro? Eita. Pegando fogo. Que era a thumb, hein? Quero ver os ataques. Calma aí, não pode, né? Ao tonto da fonte secreta. Mecanismo construtivo. Meca construtor de ruínas. Ui. Solidify. Nossa. Já temos a thumb já, né? Vou ser sincero. Olha. Atacar a curta distância pode quebrar o mecanismo. Vamos tentar a vitória. Nossa, ele causou dano. Vocês viram? Eu não estou usando nenhum personagem de Natlan. Provavelmente o personagem de Natlan teria uma vantagem. Olha que ataques maneiros. Tem que fazer o que? Quebrar isso aqui? Quebrei um. Vai ter que ser de curto alcance, né? O jogo falou. Olha. Que isso, hein? Solidify.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Vamos lá, ver aqui. Aqui o ideal seria ter um personagem de Natlan, né? Bem que não, né? Já leva esse aqui. Ui. Fui lento. Ó, o escudo não aguentou. Rapaz. Tá aí. Vamos ver o prêmio. Ele virá isso. Núcleo da fonte secreta com inscrição dourada. Ganhamos 4. Muito bom. Temos conquista. A lua ainda não apareceu. Enquanto o autômato da fonte estiver carregando seu canhão, destrua o mecanismo e interrompa o processo. Arco-íris destinado às chamas. Conclua arco-íris destinado às chamas. É isso. Isso aqui é aniversário da Xinian. E, por fim, eu tenho que ir lá pegar o prêmio da missão diária. Os vintão, né? Bom, galera, então é o seguinte. Amanhã a gente volta. E segue a missão lendária da Shilonin, que é o que a gente começou a fazer, certo? Eu acho que no futuro o jogo vai ter uma atualização, né? Que vai vir aí o final da missão de Arcute, de Natlan. Não é isso? Não sei quando vai ser. Mas vamos ter. Deixa eu pegar aqui. Vai você. Tá aí, ó. E aqui. Resgata. Despacha. E pronto. Bom. É isso. Aqui no banner, ó. Eu tô com... Deixa eu ver se dá pra pegar, que eu preciso de... Eu queria 50 pra poder, né? Ó, aqui tem mais 5. Então, no momento, eu estou com 48. Então, mais 2 aqui. A gente gira nesse banner aí. Ainda faltam 13 dias pra mim ainda. A gente tenta tirar a Shilonin, tá bom? Vou gravar aí no futuro. Mas o foco amanhã é seguir a missão. Beleza? Bom. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Se puder, deixar o like, muito obrigado. E até o próximo vídeo.